I'm no expert. I don't know anything. I just know what works for me. And some of it may help you. Okay. Rico.toro. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hope you're well, wherever you are. So, don't know quite where we're going with this just yet, but so thanks again for everybody following along, watching the content, giving some suggestions, opinions, good advice regarding my my health and recovery with the back injury, etc. So, I don't know, good kind of new friend of mine, shout out to Mike G. I don't know, he, I guess, thought I was walking a lot better today as he seemed, we're hanging out, going A to B. So hopefully I am. But I'm not going to get surgery. I just don't think I'm going to do that unless I end up in excruciating pain or can't walk at all and it's absolutely necessary. But appreciate the love, appreciate, any of the concern or suggestions, advice that you guys have put out there. So bless you. So with that said, also, after a week and change of giving the meds and the injections a chance to do their job, kind of fell off the wagon a little bit this week. After not drinking at all like a week and change, Monday night I had one beer with dinner, which is very unusual because I don't even drink beer, really. But I had a Modelo with, I can't even remember, what did I eat? I think I had shrimp. So I had like a Modelo and some shrimp and papas Monday. And then Tuesday happened. Had one beer again. 2 Santo Libres. Those that don't know, a Santo Libre is rum and Sprite. Cuba Libre is rum and Coke. Dominican rum mixes well with everything, but I would not suggest mixing like Bacardi and Sprite. It don't have the same flavor, same feel. So same thing tonight. Had a few. Two and a beer exactly. So anyways, just letting y'all know, keeping you updated. So shout out to Amiga Loca, story of many of my videos. Ran into her a few times recently. And it's interesting because sign of respect, I'm sitting there with a couple of friends, couple of the bros, and she walks up. I didn't know it was her. They see her coming before I do because I'm sitting back. They're up front of the table. And all of a sudden I hear this, "Hola, Rico." They part ways. They just separate like hands off. That's how you respect the bro code. So, see her out tonight. So we chit-chat a little bit. I make jokes with her. She's at a bar with mostly Haitians. I joke around with her like, okay, real cute. Real cute. Tiene un poco la hueva haitiana, amiga. She laughs, whatever. So I tell her, you can send me your new number if you want. You probably have my number. Just don't call me in an emergency. No meltdown emergencies, no problems. So we're not gonna have a squatter situation or the emergencies again. So that was cool. So Shout out to Van Ford, by the way. I know we met before, probably in person, but I don't want to assume that he's the guy, you're the guy. If you're watching that, I think. But, I'll just say this, though. I always welcome good constructive criticism. I want the guy to, a lot of you guys, bless you all, come up to me on the street, say, hey, I just wanted to say what's up. I appreciate the content. Keep it going. Appreciate you, Rico. And you know what? That does keep me going. I appreciate that. I look for the guy to come up to me and say, Rico, I've seen your channel. I think your stuff is trash. And I want to let you know that. I look for the guy to come up and tell me that. Because I won't be confrontational. I'll be like, please do tell. Tell me what could be better. Because that's how we evolve, that's how we improve. And I'm humble and appreciative. So Van basically said he stopped watching or for a little bit because he lost interest because I said on a scale from 1 to 10, my Spanish is about a 7. And he says he's a bilingual expat. Well, like I said, I respect and appreciate the constructive criticism. But my question is, okay, if you're bilingual, what accent did you adopt? Because I know any native speaker will tell you, adopt a native accent. Whether you want to adopt the Dominican accent, a Puerto Rican accent, a Colombian accent, Venezuelan, Mexican. Really, when you move and when you travel, you should adopt a native accent. Accent is just as important as pronunciation and grammar and conjugation and all that. So, and also, it was native speakers that were the ones that said I'm about a 7 out of 10, 70% with my Spanish. Whether it be Dominican or other non-Dominican Hispanics that are native speakers that have spent time with me on a daily basis, whether, around here or throughout vacations, got to know me over time. That's how you really tell, besides just what you would see on camera. Because, when I do try to speak Spanish on camera, it's not always that great. And after the fact, I realize where my loopholes are that I might have said on video that I typically don't say in the moment. So anyways, enough said about that. Native speakers say I'm a 7 out of 10 that have spent time with me. That's what it's about. How you sound with the natives. Whether it's native Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, or Cubanos, que balón, tibarón, etc. So, enough about that. So, there's a nerdy chick that, she's a waitress at a really nice restaurant now in Sosua. I call it a nerdy one. Used to work at one of my friends' restaurants. I call it a nerdy one because she would come to work wearing like slacks and sort of like a diner style blouse. Her mask was up over her eye, up to her eyes when nobody else's was. She speaks a little bit of English. And she's super serious about the menu and, la cuenta, you pay your check, super serious. And so I decided to ask that friend, could you pass my information to her? Tell her I'm looking for a good camera girl. A girl that can hold a camera and also make doctor's appointments and things. I was serious about that. Because I just kicked the one off the team that I was smashing that did those things sometimes. So I want a nerdy girl I'm not smashing, at least not yet, to do those kind of things. So, and actually my friend with the restaurant, he interviewed her. He says, if having sex with me has anything to do with you getting this job, do you have sex with me? She said, absolutely not. And he said, you're hired. I'd kind of like to one-up him and smash the chick because he's had a few of my regulars, ones I've known before I had them. We have similar taste. So that would be one that, it was her integrity why they didn't hook up, not his. Because at some point he would have been glad if she would have thrown a little tease his way. So we connect once or twice, me and the nerdy chick. And she's pretty busy with her new restaurant job. So she doesn't have time to help me be my personal assistant. You know, I figure a part-time job, 5,000 pesos a month, that's very, very fair Dominican wages. Anything else would be whatever she decides. So, you know, I explained to her my back problem or whatever in a text or whatever, why I was looking for her after the fact. So she messages me late tonight and like, you know, what do you need? In response to that message. So I just respond sort of, hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal, mami? ¿Qué hace ahora mismo? Esto lo que allá. So she doesn't respond. So I'm in the car, catching a ride home from friends, hanging out with. And I said, you know what? I have to call her. It's wee hours in the morning. Let me just see where this goes. So I call her. She answers after a little bit. She's like, hola, Rico. ¿Cómo está? I'm like, you know, bien, bien. I said, I think we live near each other. And she's like, okay, where do you live? So I tell her. And I'm trying so hard to bait the nerdy girl into a little something. I don't know what. Because, you know, I have the patience and the time to not overstep and just like be too direct and go for it. And my boy is just laughing in the car at this, you know, because I'm tiptoeing, beating around the bush with her. She's like, so what's going on? She said, I'm getting ready for bed. I have to get up and work early tomorrow at the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. I say, oh, yeah, I do too. You know, I have to get up at 9:15 to start work at 9 a.m. And, you know, she's like, you know, okay. And I said, you know, I could really use a massage tonight before I go to bed. And she's like, well, she's really nerdy with it, with the response. The nerdy girl again. I just like calling her that. It's fun to me because she's so serious. And, you know, it says, but you know, there's some sexy under there. One day, she took off the diner-looking blouse, just had a little tank top under there with the slacks. She had some little heels, pushing it up. You could tell she's one of them, let the hair down and let me see what's under that. And there is like a beast, a package you'll want. You're just delicious. And she's nerdy and serious. So definitely a good catch, in my opinion. She's like telling me there's a massage places, lots of massage places if you want a good massage, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I'm basically, all I could tell her was, yeah, I know. It's late. I'm drunk. I'm going home, going to bed. I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit to you. Have a good night. So that's how that went. But like I say, you know, I don't want to, I tread lightly. I tread lightly with the girls that are not just straight in the game like that. They're not at a bar full of people flirting all the time. They're about their business and family and whatever. And also, quite frankly, whether it be YouTube or just my connections in general, word has come back to me, you know, from a few close friends that, you know, various waitresses and women that work at certain establishments that I frequent they're basically like, if I was going to do Rico, it would have nothing to do with money. It'd be just because it seems interesting to me. I'm curious. But here's the but. He talks too much and knows too many people, so I'm not giving him no play. See, so, you know, it is what it is. Es lo que hay. So I'm trying, like I say, to tread lightly, not come off as like too direct, kind of creepy kind of dude. I'm just like, hey, you have my number, I have your number. I'll be around if you need me or whatever. She did ask my friend for a loan recently and said he'll see what he could do, but she was adamant about, I will pay you back. Not like, what can I do for you to get money? And you gotta respect that, you know? So, shout out to Go Travels, by the way. Old school, he was an old school vlogger, you know, and, you know, lives around the capital. He's up here, came up to introduce himself. He's showing a few cats the Sosua area, you know, right now. So shout out to him, Go Travels. I had to check him out. So, yeah. I'm showing y'all a little clip, of Facebook, so you can see there's a lot of quantity, some of it's quality, things you would never see in the streets or in Envy, etc. That's my market that I gamble with when I'm looking for something new. Unless it's a crazy late drunk decision, I don't look there. So there's just today a few Facebook friend requests. I'm not bragging, I'm just letting y'all know that there's a lot going on out there. A lot of opportunities that you're not gonna see in these streets. Some of these, they're part of what I call that Puerto Plata or Barrio Princess gold mine. You're not gonna see them in the streets. They're only gonna come up on call. They just go away. There's a few options. That's all I'm saying. Many of these are women. Many of them are in neighboring barrios. Puerto Plata. Out there for you and me alike. All I'm gonna do is confirm a few. I'm not even looking for nobody new. I'm looking for a chick that can hold a camera and help me make doctor's appointments and things. But I'm just letting y'all know, man, that street game is dead.
Rico.toro, ¿qué location? Puerto Plata.
So in the last video, I talked about my main Puerto Plata chick, how I had to kick her off the team for betrayal. Yet every day she's putting out a little feeler, and she had the audacity, as I knew she would, you know, ask me for my help, and I just have to tell her, I will pray for you and your family. And I do that twice already. You know, she reaches out yesterday. My lights will get turned off if I don't pay my bill by the end of the day. My response? No puedo ahora. No. And today, randomly, actually, before she sent that message, I had to make a few calls myself, WhatsApp messages, whatever. I'm getting some voicemails, trying to confirm when my next doctor follow-up is for the back. And I knew it was next week. And they have her contact, so they called her and told her what time it was and what day. So she sent me a message to try to tell me this is when the appointment is or whatever. And by the way, the lights will get turned off if I don't pay the bill or whatever. So I was like, muchas gracias for confirming the appointment, for the information. And then when she talked about the lights, I said, no puedo. But if she was proactive, which I don't even know if that word exists in their culture, if she was proactively trying to get back on my good side, she would have just did that on her own. She would have took the initiative first thing Monday morning to try to figure out, just like she was doing this, and let me know she'd do me a favor and confirming that. So today she hits me up with, she asks how I'm doing. I ask how she's doing. She's not doing very well. Her dad was in a bad accident, might need an operation tomorrow. And, in my heart, I'm hoping she's lying. Because I don't want nobody's dad to be in a desperate situation, suffering from an accident and need an emergency operation. So I hope she's lying. But my response is still the same. My response is, I will pray for him. I will pray for you and your family, but no, can't help. That's how you got to be. The power of saying no. You got to say no. Sometimes it's really real, but many times they are lying. I'm not going to be one of these guys that say they always are lying, but many times they are. So you got to have the power, discipline to say no. You're not missing nothing. Even if I wanted to continue to see her, I would say no. So she tried me again this evening. When I went to Puerto Plata a week or so ago, I forgot my charger for my Wi-Fi hotspot and my speaker. And so she brought me one, her daughter's charger for the tablet, a little Android charger, so let me use that. Well, I didn't see her the last day, so I brought it home. She messaged me when could she get to come see me to get the charger, trying another angle. And you know what I told her? I will send it back to Puerto Plata Friday when I see your friend. Because her friend is her replacement, basically, that she introduced me to before. But I'm not going to, make it I'm not going to let her, bait me into seeing me to get something out of me some way or another back on the time. We'll send the charger. We'll make sure you get it, but it won't be with money. That's how you gotta be. You gotta be firm. Let them know. Yep. So, moving right along. What else? Everything's open till midnight on the weekdays. Envy casinos are open late still. Places that are open till midnight on the weekdays, places like Merengue, Central, Mamawama, Blue Ice, they're open till 2-ish or so on the weekends right now. So, streets got more ladies than guys, I feel like, but I also feel like that street game is whack. It's not the way to play it always. A lot of dudes, it's not that complicated. I will admit, us guys on YouTube, we make it sound like it's more complicated than it is. It's really not that complicated. You want to lease a service that they are leasing out. Feel them out, vet them, talk to them a minute, no matter how you got to do it. Figure it out. Treat them like a human being, like another woman, rather than what their job title might suggest, and go from there. If you've never known how to communicate with a woman, all I can say is your money will get you in the door, but your money will not necessarily guarantee you a quality experience. Some countries, some places, it might, but here, it just gets you in the door. And it's up to you to make the experience. It's what you make it, like anything. So That's all I got to say on that, man. You know, appreciate the love. Appreciate you guys. You know, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Welcome to my loyal ones. Welcome to the new ones. Rico.toro. Real life experiences. Personal observations. Stay well. Stay blessed.